All here. All are in the sleeping city. I don't know how I came here, though I guess the arrival matters not. All that is important is me, alone in this sleeping city. I walk alone on these empty streets. There are many malfunctioning lights, yet I can still find my way. I might be for way longer than I've already been, but I'm not sure if time is more than a peculiarity in the static, sleeping city. I feel old as I wander these streets, with no purpose, no target in mind. Why should there be a purpose? No hunger and no thirst. I am not tired and I do not feel pain. If so, why should I go anywhere? Why do I feel a need for motion and continuity? Why should my purpose be anything but drifting through this sleeping city? No apparent goal yet might be awake. Could that be my purpose? My reason for being? Even for the slightest exchange of words, a fleeting howl above the wind, a faint whisper that meant nothing? All this would be a merciful respite. Perhaps I will tell them my name. My name? What is my name? Name? Where are you? I shouted, in the hopes that it would return to me if I ask it. Of course, no response arrives. Why should one come from the quiet of the sleeping city? But a voice broke, though. I heard it all before it went silent. I know I did. It asked, "Name? What is my name?" I was thrilled. I was in love. I simply fell for the prospect of another stray on these white and black streets. I wander the pavements and parks to find the voice and regain what the sleeping city took from me. Where are you? I can't see you, I shout, desperately hoping the voice didn't fall. You? I can't see you, the voice shouts back. I am here, I reply so that the voice can find me instead. Here, the voice echoed. Fading echo. Of course, that's all there is in the sleeping city. And in this silence, could my voice be violent? Can it stir more than the reverberation in the air? How can words harm? They cannot, they're words. As forgettable as the time you lie half asleep and forge a momentary empire to see it all crashing down when sleep leaves you properly. My voice cannot be violent in this realm anyway, since no one can listen in the sleeping city. Echo is a pure echo. No meaning or purpose, a mute scream against the crashing waves. And so, if that is all I have in this city that took away my name, then I will find a new one. No, that would be pointless. Why bear one when you are the only one? No being may call you by it, use it as a distinction from another mass of flesh. If it would be a matter of choice, you will be the only one who can forget it. Who is the only one? I am the only one, they replied. As such, I ascended as the solitary baptized and baptizer in this sleeping city. I meander about, rejoicing in my newfound name. Realizing before the pointlessness of such possessions, my happiness becomes now bland, a shade of gray neutral to the tonality of emotion. I find myself wanting once more. I enter a humble home to find the residents, yet man differs from the only one in the sleeping city. People lie motionless atop their stone beds, walls within the city. Yet would these enclosures be necessary given that man is sound asleep? No way to escape? I tried to break the illusions of some before, wake them up and see the flesh spark into life. Bodies that have iron claws, hands punctured with lead, rivets that scratch the writings on the beds at times. Cruel and twisted iron bars cover their eyes. Their long, dusky hair spread onto their onyx pillows has drips of aluminum all over it. Their once proud heads morph into galaxies of immortal metal that would put the heavens themselves to shame. Their legs are mangled, covered all over the place with tin copper plates, carefully placed while they were hot on the flesh to ensure the best soldering with the flesh. The feet disappeared entirely, replaced with titan balls, to help them dance among the stars where their beauty belonged. But one thing is necessary before an occurrence of this grandeur, that being the removal of the thick and long nickel rods surrounding the heart. Thus, their majesties, galaxies of metal, rest in the sleeping city. Striding again, the only one through the fortress of dreaming nebulas. I wonder what they dream of, and if I can become beautiful too. Can they meet in their dreams? Do they talk, laugh, cry, and rejoice together? I yearn for this. I must have it. Now I am searching. Searching, 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 searching. I have no place to sleep in the sleeping city. I lie down on the concrete and it feels like nothing. It isn't bad nor good, so it must do. A place where I can close my eyes, await my alloys, become one of them, or with them. I will lose my ancient name, forever forgotten as the only one. I will be one of many. I thus admit my defeat before the sleeping city. Welcome to the sleeping city, said a deep voice. No, a high-pitched shout, a hum or a wail, or all at the same time. I meet it now that I open my eyes, only to stare into 1,000 more of the beast. Beneath the deep red eyes, the only spot of color in the black and white city is a gaping mouth, so long and larger than hunger itself, with countless sword-like teeth stood motionless. This makes its head. The beast has it connected to a fat and coiled body covered in brown fur, supported by 4 plump feet that have long claws stretching onward. But the back of the beast was a spectacle, as there were innumerable tendrils dancing in all the wrong directions, a gray dance that means nothing. You cannot sleep, said the beast with 1,000 voices. I have guarded the sleeping city, and now I must rest. You must guard before you sleep. I am speechless. I rise, knowing well enough what I must do. I devour the guardian eye by eye, claw by claw, tooth by tooth, tendril by tendril by tendril by tendril. My stomach is now immense, infuriatingly so, as I cannot lick the blood on the ground. I lie on my back. It hurts. It hurts. Nothing was supposed to hurt in the sleeping city. Pain left. Once I was reborn from my hollow carcass, popping open from the stomach, a sack of flesh becoming my skin and growing fur that smells things. I grew helpful tendrils that help me feel, and a mouth that lets me feast. And in case of the food fights, the claws will always help. What my eyes can see. Only if I try a little, I see them. The pillars of light that are given by the sleepers. They aim for the sky. Why? I do not know. All I care for is that I must guard the sleeping city. I now ingrained my dauntless vigil in my reflex. I devoured tricksters that tried to deceive the sleepers, and sometimes a light would go out. Some woke up, those who wished they hadn't. After aeons of relentless service, I realized something. The necessity of confirmation? Irrelevant. The warden, I cannot fall even if mortally wounded. Always awake, always alert, always alive. I feel the white grass. I feel the white grass. Someone is desecrating it. I will trample the intruder as I know they are small. I run as windows and tiles tremor with my steps. I see them! They run, but I can pursue. As I chase, cables jump frantically up and down. They are cornered. Afraid, my tendrils say. They fear what comes next. They know what to do. Welcome to the sleeping city.